By the mid-90s, the city of Atlanta had firmly planted a flag in hip-hop, anchored by the Dungeon Family movement, with multiple classic albums from Outkast and Goody Mob, not to mention the R&B dominance of Jermaine Dupri's So Def, Dallas Austin with Roddy Records, and of course, the untouchable LaFace Records. ATL had proven itself to be a major factor musically. By the 2000s, Atlanta's sound had evolved to a whole different album. Lil Jon was running the radio with his crunk music wave, passing out hits to artists from all over the country. But on the streets and in the underground, a wave called trap music was formed and about to crash into the game like a tsunami. Spearheaded by T.I., the trap music brand put a new face on the genre of rap that had been around for years. With groups like UGK rapping about being on the cut with a pocket full of stones, to Jay-Z's more kingpin point of view cocaine raps. Music about hustling at every level was a proven commodity. Every region had its own slang to describe the very spot that dope was bought and sold. In ATL, they called it the trap, and artists like Goody Mob and Cool Breeze had mentioned the trap on record before, but it was the new generation that took it worldwide. Once Tip knocked the doors down, more young hustlers was chomping at the bit, eager to tell the world they hustling stories, and the world was ready to listen. The mixtape is as old as hip-hop itself, but as rap became more commercialized, artists focused on releasing albums for the masses, and mixtapes became a conduit for DJs to build a name by dropping tapes with exclusives from your favorite artists. But in the early 2000s, rappers like 50 Cent in New York and Lil Wayne down south revolutionized mixtapes. Completely circumventing the record label system, they started dropping tape after tape full of new material, strictly for the streets, creating rap's newest phenomenon. One trapper turned rapper named Young Jeezy used the mixtape game as a tool like nobody else, teaming up with DJ Drama, a Philadelphia DJ who was building one of the biggest brands in the game with gangster grills.
To hit me with DJ Drama because at the time he was the biggest thing moving. You know what I'm saying? And, I had to kind of bait him in. He was a little...
He was fronting
right,
first,
right?
He was fronting on you.
He was
fronting. Your brother was fronting on you. He was acting light-skinned.
Right, yeah, he was fronting. He said he wasn't, but he was fronting. Let me tell you, yeah, he was fronting.
Jeezy's approach was different. As his vision was to spread his message to as many people as possible, he did something unprecedented. With his streets is watching and the classic Trap or Die Gangsta Grill tape, he gave them away for free.
One of the big visions was you in the sky, DJ Drama, revolutionizing the mixtape game.
Right.
Speaking of investment, like B-Dot was saying, like, you know, you giving these tapes out for free.
Hundreds of thousands.
Like, that's unprecedented, right? At that time.
Streets is watching, I did 200,000, and Trap or Die, I pressed up 500,000 CDs, and I gave them out for free. Everywhere I went.
And while many of his peers thought he was tripping, Jeezy knew he was setting up a bigger play.
And I remember Trick Daddy and Jazzy Faye being like, why would you ever do that? And I'm just like, man, because like, and by in that point, I just wanted to be heard, right? So I was willing to take that risk of giving it away because the money that was to be made wasn't on the front end, it was on the back end.
Yeah.
I just needed people to hear my music.
Applying the old dope gang tactic of letting the fiends sample the product for free, and if it's good, they'll come back and spin with you forever. His instincts was proven right, and soon, Young Jeezy was the biggest wave in the game. This motion would land him a deal with Def Jam Records. With the releases of his classic debut, Thug Motivation 101, and his second album, The Inspiration, Jeezy cemented himself as one of the biggest stars in the rap game. With his third album, The Recession, Jeezy had grown as an artist, but also as a man. And going in to create this time, he wanted to put that growth on display.
Between Trap or Die and up into The Recession, I was going through a lot of survivor's remorse and I was real depressed. And I didn't know the word for depression then. You know what I'm saying? I was real anxious, real paranoid. And I just had so many things going on with me, so I wasn't clear. And I just went and locked myself in the studio, right? And I wrote The Recession, the whole album. My President is Black, put on everything. And it was the best body of work I ever did. The Recession was the first time I was clear on, I'm going in to write this project, I'm gonna do some research, I'm gonna understand it. I know what I want the album to cover look like. I know what I want the sound to sound like. I want harmonies. I want this. I want Midnight Black beats. I want Drummer Boy beats. Like, I knew all that going in. Put the cars up, the jury up, and I just locked myself in this studio. And I was like, I'm not coming out of here until I come out of here for what I came
Did you know that was gonna feel different?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a different,
it
was a different focus.
For an artist known for making anthems, the first single from the Recession was Jeezy's most anthemous anthem yet. Put On is Jeezy at his peak. Over a Drummer Boy production that mixes foundational trap elements with emotional pianos, victorious chords, and sounds that could be a score from a scary movie, creating a masterpiece.
The first time we worked together was Get Your Gangsta On with him and Jody Breeze. Since then, Standing Ovation, it was just a CD drop-off, White Girl CD drop-off, all the beats on USD CD drop-off. Now it's the Recession. And this the first time Jeezy called me to the studio. He was at Dirty South Studio. Yo, picture this. Jeezy tell me the album is done. When I get there, he said, but nigga, bring me some shit. I always come with an infamous 5-pack. I was at the crib cooking up a beat, and I was like pissed off about some whole other shit. And I was like, man, I'm finna get Jeezy the biggest shit he ever did. I remember telling myself this shit like, man, I'm finna get Jeezy something crazy. When I was making Put On, I was like in the darkest moment. 2 or 3 Jeezy albums that came out, I ain't got no single, right? And I was feeling some type of way, Cannon. I'm like, man, nigga, you know what I'm saying? I gotta motherfucking show these niggas. And one of my favorite moments was Michael Jordan. When the Chicago Bulls come out, the lights turn black and all you hear is And I just really like took that vibe and flipped it. The power went out when I made this beat. Wow. Some of the sounds in that was to give me the electricity feel. So that you know what I'm saying? So this was one of the first sounds that I added that wasn't an original, just to make it feel like. And then when that drum drop, when you see me up in traffic,
they say Jeezy on some other shit.
So you went off the anthem, North Carolina. You went off that anthem, and that's how you came up with Put On.
man, off that Chicago nigga, man, you know what I'm saying?
It makes sense, man.
Kanye ended up getting on it. It was just like the craziest shit ever.
The third verse features Kanye West, spitting one of his hardest verses ever recorded on wax.
I gave Kanye this song to get on called I Got Money with me and Tip. Kanye sent the song back. It's a totally different song.
Yeah, he sends it back and it has what?
He changed the whole beat. So now I'm like, bro, this is a whole different song. I can't do nothing with it. About 6 months go by. He called me out of nowhere. What are you doing? He said, can I talk to you for a minute? I was like, yeah, for sure. He goes, you remember that song you did that I did for you? I was like, yeah. He's like, I want to keep it. I said, yeah, whatever. Key part was now. So he got me for that one. So he called me, he was like, yo, can I keep your ad-libs on it? You know, I'm like, ah, yeah, whatever. But he was smart enough to know my ad-libs was an instrument. He knew that. I didn't know that. I wasn't thinking like that. But, so I did Put On, and I called him. I was like, so, he got on the phone. This is when his mother passed.
Wow.
And he hadn't done any records since then. And we talked, we had a real conversation. He said, yo, I'm gonna do it for you. So I told him what Put On mean in the South, in Atlanta. He was like, oh, word. And then I sent him the song, and then he called me back on his own line. He was rapping me the verse, but you know, I'm like, go put it down, go do it in the studio now. Like, don't rap it on the phone. So boom, he went to record and he sent it back. And I was just like, I ain't never heard nobody come that hard.
I feel like it's still niggas that owe me checks. I feel like it's still bitches that owe me sex.
And I gave it to V103 to Greg Street, right? But I didn't tell nobody Kanye was on the song. They heard the song in the studio, but nobody knew Kanye was on the song. So we on the tour bus and we headed out of town. And Greg Street brings the song back like 100 times. I mean, it was crazy. And when everybody heard Kanye West, I watched their eyes, because you know, you would think like, and I knew right then it was a hit.
I never heard the shit till it came out on the radio. That's crazy. Miss Shanika. Oh my God, oh my God.
Shout out to my boy drummer, boy, he done did it again. Ooh, y'all. And she played that motherfucker I put on. Nigga, I was driving a 400 in a motherfucking AMG Benz. Nigga, like, yeah. I couldn't even stand up in that motherfucker, but boy.
And I never forget, bro. I was like, we back on. You know what I'm saying? Like, we back in the game. And I remember Ellie calling me like, man, he did it again. This is crazy.
This is how Put On by Young Jeezy featuring Kanye West was